In this example, we have to write down the equation of a line which passes through the points -4, 1 and 2, 5. Now the line is drawn here through the 2 points, and what you need to remember is that whenever you look for the equation of a line, so always focus on what you're being asked for. And what you're being asked for is the equation of a line. Whenever you're asked for the equation of a line, you always need two things. You need the slope of the line and you need a point on the line. Well, we have 2 points on the line, but we don't have the slope. So if you're thinking about this, is there a way to get the slope if you know 2 points? And there is. There's the basic slope formula. So you can go back to the basic slope formula. So we'll divide this question up into 2 different steps. And step 1 is to get the slope of the line. Okay, you need to know the slope if later on you're going to get the equation. The slope of the line. So we know that the line goes through the points -4, 1 and 2, 5. And when we have 2 points, and we're going to use 2 points, we label them as x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now we've talked about this before this year, and you've probably heard it in pre-algebra and algebra 1 and in geometry. When you're labeling 2 points, label them carefully: x1, y1, x2, y2. Not x1, x2 or y1, y2. That's going to make you have terrible errors. So x1, y1, x2, y2. Then the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I think everybody knows that. If you don't know it, make sure to make that effort to learn it. 5 minus y2 is 5 minus y1 is 1. And x2 is 2 minus x1 is minus 4. So it's 2 minus minus 4 is 2 plus 4. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. A little bit messy. 2 plus 4. Okay, because it's 2 minus minus 4. Alright, so 5 minus 1 is 4, and 2 plus 4 is 6. Now, you can leave it like that, but it's usual to break this down if you can, and you can divide both of these by 2, so that'll give you 2/3. Okay, so now the slope of the line is 2/3, and it goes through the points -4, 1 and 2, 5. So let's move on to step 2. Okay, step 2 is write down the equation of the line. Okay. Now, the key here is that you can use either point. Both points will give you the same answer, which might seem a little bit strange, but both points will give you the same answer. Okay, so we know what we're going to use to write down the equation. We're going to need slope and a point. So slope, we just figured that out, is 2/3. And the point, I'm going to use -4, 1. Doesn't make any difference. So that's going to be m, that's going to be x1, y1. Okay, so we can relabel them. If we had used 2, 5 here, we could label that as x1, y1 for the purposes of this step. Okay, because you can change the labeling as you go from one step to another. That's not going to affect the problem. So even though we had -4, 1 as x1, y1 in step 1, if we wanted to use the other point, then in step 2 we could change over and say 2, 5 as x1, y1. It doesn't matter. You can change the labeling as you move from one step of the problem to the next. Now the formula for the equation of a line is y minus y1 equals m on x minus x1. So that's going to be y minus y1 is 1, m is 2/3 on x minus x1 is -4, so it's x minus minus 4 or x plus 4. Again, we've seen this a few times now. The slope is a fraction. Okay, and when the slope is a fraction, you multiply everything that isn't in parentheses by the bottom of the fraction. So multiply it by 3. Okay, everything that isn't in parentheses is now going to get multiplied by 3 because we had 3 in the bottom. Okay, so 3 times y is 3y, minus 1 by 3 is -3. Remember the shortcut here, when we multiply a fraction by its own bottom, we're just left with the top. 10x plus 4, let's do that. Okay, let's distribute the 2. So now we have 3y minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 8. We'll move that -3 across because we want to leave y on its own. For the equation of a line, we want to leave y on its own. 2x plus 8 plus 3. So 3y is equal to 2x plus 11. And then to get y on its own, we'll divide by 3. So if you divide everything here by 3, you're going to get 3y divided by 3 is just y. 2x divided by 3 is 2 over 3x. Plus 11 divided by 3 is 11 over 3. And that is the equation of this line. 2/3 x plus 11 over 3. 2/3 x plus 11 over 3. So just to check this out, rise over run. The rise is going to be 2. The run is 3. So we go over 3 and up 2. And then we said the y-intercept, the b part of this, is 11 over 3. 11 over 3 is 3 2/3. So we should cut the y-intercept. We should cut the y-axis at a height of 3 2/3. So it goes through the y-axis here. That's just over between, just a little bit more than 3.5. So 3 2/3 sounds right. Okay, so we've done what we were asked. That's the equation of the line that goes through those 2 points, -4, 1, and 2, 5. Okay. Now one for you to try, just to make sure that you're following along. Okay. We want to try and find the equation of a line that goes through the points -3, -2, and 0, 4. Okay. Try and find the equation of the line that goes through the points -3, -2, and 0, 4. And just do it exactly the same way we've done before. Okay, thanks.